I have found the solution for the Wilson RF01 small sweet spot. So guys, stay tuned for more.
You can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious! That ball was on the line!
Hello tennis guys and welcome to my channel. So did I just found a holy grail for this racket, for the Wilson RF01 300 gram version, which I have been using for the last couple of weeks and months. I didn't really make any kind of switch video because I'm still kind of a little bit hesitant whether I will switch to this racket, but the journey with this racket is a little bit longer compared to the other rackets where you have just the beautiful honeymoon at the beginning and you are like, okay, I switch immediately, and then well, something is missing. But with this racket it's the opposite. Something is kind of missing at the beginning, just a little bit, but the more you play with the racket, the more you find the I would say perfectness, the perfect balance of control, power, stability, feel. Everything is there. The only thing that it was bothering, and is bothering the most players, and the reason why they are putting the racket away and they are selling it, is because of the small sweet spot. People can't overcome the fact that the center of the racket, the 4 center strings, or let's say the three main center strings, are so close to each other that the sweet spot is very similar to 18 by 20 string patterns. But I found a solution for opening the sweet spot of the RF, and it's really easy. And once again, it's the strings that make 50% of performance of the racket, at least. So the story is that at first I tried the racket with a Luxillan LU Power 1.25. Wonderful experience, but not so good for my golfer's elbow. I still have pain here when I'm hitting a serve or when I'm hitting flatter shots. It is still there, it is still bothering. So LU Power, high performance string, but it is very harsh on arm, and when the tension drops, it's not really nice string to play. Next, I have tried the Razor Soft 1.25 from Tecnifibre. Ooh, what a string! Lots of improvement towards the free power, towards the comfort. The string kind of behaves in a more elastic, in a more comfortable way. It is more energetic, there is easy energy from the string, easy power, yet there is this crisp feel and so on. A huge improvement. But once again, it doesn't mean that the sweet spot will open with the softer polyester string. And moreover, once again, when the tension drops with the polyester string after 2, 3, 4 hours of play, and the string is still pretty much intact in terms of the overall durability, and you don't want to cut it out and you keep playing with the string, but the tension is like 3-4 kilos lower than it was when it was freshly strung, then the racket kind of becomes unpredictable. You lose the control, you lose the confidence, you have to change your game from aggressive style to a more defensive style. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to sacrifice the potential of the racket just because of cheaper solution for the string. So what I tried is that I've put there a Tecnifibre multifeel 1.3 millimeters. And to my surprise, 1.3 string multifilament is lighter than 1.25 polyester string. So this is a customized RF. I have here lead tape. There is 4 grams of lead. It's a 20 centimeter long strip on each of the sides. Each of the strips have 2 grams, so in total 4 grams of lead. Then there is overgrip. It's a tecnifibre Contact Pro 0.6 millimeter thick. So this adds also 5.5, 6 grams to the total weight of the racket, and it nicely counterbalances the weight that has been put on the 12 o'clock. And the swing weight went up from 301, very low, to 318. I'm talking about the strung swing weight. So 301, 318, pretty significant jump. But now the racket is perfectly balanced, it plays a lot better, it's more stable. But when I have put there the multifilament string, the swing weight dropped by 4 points. 4 points, just changing the string lower. So there is this myth that multifilament strings, thicker gauges are heavier than thinner gauges of polyester strings. No, actually it is still lighter. 1.5 gram lighter string compared to a 1.25 polyester. So it makes sense, it's a multifilament string. There are hundreds and hundreds of small filaments, and the rest is just air, you know, and the coating. So that's why the string is lighter, and it lowered the swing weight just a little bit. I don't mind that. I can once again increase the swing weight. Probably I will put there lead tape on the 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock. But let's go back to the playability. What has changed very dramatically is the fact that the racket now is also energetic in the center, and I don't need to try that hard. It really works on the block shots. And what I mean by blocked shots, slices, when I'm in the defense, I just block the ball and it bounces nicely back without forcing the ball, or as Stefanos Tsitsipas would say, without muscling up the racket. I just block it and the ball bounces really easily. It has superb length, nice feel, nice touch. The same on the volleys. It is so natural to hit the volley. I don't need to really go too much forward. The same with the serve. So these types of shots work really well with the multifilament. What doesn't work really that well is the more aggressive forehands. When I just want to smack the ball, kill the ball, then the reaction is not as confident as from a polyester string. The bite on the ball is not as big, but still the spin potential is pretty huge. I was really surprised that actually the string spins the ball really nicely. But let's say the overall aggressiveness of the string is not on the level of the polyester, right? That's why the polyester just rules on tour. But for my needs, what I need right now with my golfer's elbow and with the fact that the sweet spot is really small and the racket doesn't work on defense when I'm in defense, and I am in defense, you are too in defense when you play a match, you are not always in offense, then the multifilament kind of works out the problem for me. And the very, very nice bonus is the tension maintenance. Guys, after 4 hours of hitting, during one day, the tension is the same as it was when was the racket freshly strung. This is just not possible with a polyester string. So when I compare it to polyester, I have there 24 kilos mains, 23 kilos crosses. The very next day, without even touching, without even playing, the tension drops about 1 or 1.5 kilos. So from the 24, 23 it drops to 22.5, 22. After playing with the racket for 4 hours, the tension will drop to, I would say, 21, 21.5. With the multifilament, it is 23 kilos. Still, it maintains the tension perfectly. The downside of this setup is of course the durability. So you can see that the string is now pretty much kind of done. I can imagine I can hit with the racket just maybe 1 hour or 30 minutes more, but then it is done, it will break. But in total I have managed to hit 2 intense hours and another 2 coaching hours with juniors. So in total, if I would sum it up, kind of three really intense hours with this setup. And I remind you, it's a 1.3 millimeter string, so the durability is a little bit better. When you put there a thinner multifilament, of course the destruction will be a lot faster. I can imagine that after 1.5 hours the string, the multi that will be 1.24, 1.25 will be done. But it pays off in my opinion. So this one, the Tecnifibre multifeel 1.3, is one of the cheapest multifilaments on the market. It's even maybe cheaper than some of the, you know, basic good polyester strings. Then I have here this multifilament 1.35 from Decathlon. I will try that. It's even thicker, but we will see. There is even written that it is made in Japan. Might be good. So this is and it's cheap. It costs like, I don't know, I will just put the price in the video. So this is 1.35, and of course I have here also the Wilson Sensation 1.35, which I will try too. So guys, maybe I really found the glory setup for the RFs. And remember Roger Federer's racket, natural gut, maybe some hybrid with a multifilament string. Just try, don't dismiss this racket when you're hitting with a polyester string, because it can become really tough. It's in some situations, mostly when you don't hit very precisely and when you are not in the attack mode and you are in the defense mode, then the racket will kind of beat you because the energy is not there, is not coming from the sweet spot. So the multifilament string adds to the easy energy, easy power, easy bounce on the blocked shots, and the overall playability, feel, touch and control. I really control the ball really good with this setup. Is nice. What you will lose with this durability, you will lose the spin potential, and you will lose a little bit of the kind of aggressiveness, the very aggressive power, the aggressive control. When you really want to kill the ball, then it can become kind of not as dominant, I would say. So in some situation when I want to kill the ball with this setup, the multifilaments kind of consume so much of the energy that the reaction of the string back to the ball is a little bit mild. It's not that aggressive, but still I like this. It is kind of more balanced and it suits my needs right now with the golfer's elbow. So guys, don't dismiss this racket just because of the small sweet spot. Try different setups, try hybrids, try natural gut, try multifilament strings, cheaper, more expensive. It doesn't matter, just try it and maybe you will find the love with this racket once again, and it maybe will turn the racket into the best thing you have ever held in your hand. So guys, thank you so much for watching. That was my kind of experience that really put smile on my face, because every time I find kind of a solution on the problem I have with some racket or with something that bothers me on the court, the day is just the day and the life just gets better, right? So guys, Thank you so much for watching, and as always, enjoy tennis, play tennis, watch tennis every time, every day, and don't forget to enjoy the manooovrlbity. Bye guys.
Baví ani běhat. Jsem vytočený.
You can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious! That ball was on the line!